Hello students. Today now we are doing chapter 6 retirement, and today we are doing level sum of retirement. Level sum. So try to understood. Without wasting time, I am starting my sum. That is illustration number 22. Now first of all, reading question. PQR are partners in a firm, sharing profit and loss equally. So three partners name given: P, Q, and R are partners, and they are sharing profit equally. So I can say 1:1:1 is equal ratio. Go ahead. Balance sheet of the firm given below. I am not worried about balance sheet. First of all, reading ahead, additional information. First information: R retired on 31st March 2016. So R retired, cancel. P, Q, and R are partners. Going ahead, next one. First adjustment. Goodwill is to be valued at, most importantly, goodwill is to be valued at 3 times the average profit of last 5 years. So considering average profit of last 5 years, 3 times means multiply with 3 is value of goodwill. Now for that, we should have last 5 years profit. Then we are finding average of it. Then multiplying it by 3, it means 3 times of last 5 years of it. So first of all, I don't know what is 5 years profit, but I know method. Average of 5 years into 3 is the value of goodwill. 3 times of average of last 5 year profit. So 3 times means 3 multiply with average of last 5 years. Now going ahead, value of land and building is rupees 15,000. Now land and building value 15,000. What is given in old balance sheet? So land and building given 10,000. Now its value is 15,000. So I have to write here land and building. 10,000 rupees is given in balance sheet, but now its value increased 5,000 because 15,000 is the new value. So plus increase in value of land and building 5,000. I can write outer column 15,000 rupees amount. Answer simple one. Happy because asset increase. Asset increase happy related to devaluation account. 5,000. We have to write land and building account. So land and building is clear. Going ahead. Next one. What is given actually? Market value of X Limited share is rupees 1200. So X Limited shares market value. Now X Limited is a other limited company. We have invested in that company. That's why it's information given. So asset side, X Limited shares. X Limited shares 1500 rupees is given. So first of all, I am writing X Limited shares. ₹1,500 that is given. Now its market value is 1,200 rupees. It means decrease in the value of investment minus decrease 300 rupees. So outer column I can write 1,200 rupees. Now again most important one. 300 asset reduce, said revaluation debit. But first of all, check, is there any information about investment fluctuation fund? Because this is the investment and investment value decrease. If that is investment fluctuation reserve, then we have to utilize it first. So liability side, investment fluctuation fund is given 360 rupees. Now 360 rupees, we know investment value decrease, and here investment really decrease 300 rupees only. So from 360 rupees investment fluctuation fund, we are utilizing 300, remaining 60 rupees, and that 60 rupees we are distributing among the partners. So that 60 rupees we are distributing among the partner in equal ratio, because fold ratio is equal ratio. So here investment fluctuation reserve 60 rupees we are distributing, so 20 20 20. So 20 rupees we are distributing among the partners. That's it. Now going ahead, next one, all debtors are good. It means bad debt reserve is not required indirectly. So how many debtors are given? So debtors 3000 rupees is given. That is good. So write down outer column debtors. Debtors 3000 rupees. Now in old balance sheet, bad debt reserve is given 240. Now that 240 is not required, it means we are happy. Happy means credited to revaluation account 240. Bad debt reserve account. That's it. This all the things are very easy. What is the new thing? First, average profit of 5 years into 3. That is goodwill. Goodwill value directly not given. So here goodwill chapter is covered. Simple. Next, fifth adjustment. A provision of rupees 2000 for outstanding salary is to be made. It means we have to pay salary of rupees 2000. That is outstanding salary. 2000 we need to pay. So here we are writing outstanding salary. Now set liability increase, debit to revaluation account 2000 outstanding salary account. Simple. Going ahead. Now last 4 years profit of the firm was as under. So last 4 year profit is available. Sir, we need average of 5 years. Here only 4 year profit available. Don't worry. We'll see. First we are writing 4 year profit. Now which year's profit given? 11, 12, 12, 13. 13, 14, 14, 15. This 4 year profit is available. That is 6232. Now sir, what about 15, 16? This account is for the year 15, 16. So in balance sheet check, P&L balance is given, and that is current year profit. So in balance sheet we are checking. In balance sheet profit and loss account is given 3000 rupees, but it is given on asset side. Whenever asset side P&L given, it means it's a loss. So we have to write in bracket, and that is 3000 rupees, because balance sheet is given at the end of 2016. So 15-16 year balance sheet is given. So its profit is considered here, but here P&L account asset side, debit balance given. Debit balance means loss. Simple. Now we have 5 years profit. Find average of 5 years. 3 3 cancel. Now 6 2 2. 10,000. Loss means minus. So first 3 cancel, then 6 to 2, 10,000 rupees. Average of 5 years means 10,000 divided by 5. 2,000 rupees is average profit, 5 years average. And on this basis, into 3 is my goodwill. So multiply it by 3. 3 to the 6. 60,000 rupees is the goodwill amount. So this is the value of goodwill. Simple, nothing else. So clearing board. Now we have value of goodwill. And goodwill value is 60,000 rupees. So I am writing here first of all goodwill 60,000 because we don't know new ratio till this step. We have old ratio, but for new ratio, if that is the information, we are reading ahead. Now, most important thing, 7th adjustment. Share of R will be gained by P. Share of R will be gained by P. It means R retire, its share is given to P. Directly, it means gain by P, sacrifice by R, nothing is done by Q. That is very clear. So whatever amount of R is given to P in future. Same way, whatever goodwill given to R, that goodwill amount is taken from P. Both situations are there. So going ahead. So what is the new ratio? Simple. 1 is the ratio. Now R's gain, full gain by P. So this one given to P. So 1 plus 1, 2. Here 1 as it is. And R will get 0 because R retired. So new ratio is 2, 1, 0. You can find gain, sacrifice, whatever you want to do. But I am not doing it because I know whatever portion of R is debited to P. So goodwill 60,000 into what is the portion of R? Sir, 1 by 3. So goodwill 60,000 into 1 by 3. 3 to the 20,000 rupees. This goodwill amount of R. We are giving 20,000 goodwill to R. It means credited to R. And against it, we are writing P's capital account. So why P's capital account? Because whatever sacrificed by R is gained by P. So gain by P, gaining person's account debit. So P's account debit. P's account debit 20,000 rupees and R's capital account credit. So R's capital account. You can write journal entry also, P's capital account debit to R's capital account, that's it. And then ledger posting of it. You can do in this way also. But here directly we can clear it. So not doing. Now next adjustment and last adjustment, for which I am taking this sum. I have not taken this sum because of goodwill. No. Because goodwill, all of you know. Yes, one point is there. 5th year information of profit was not given. That we have taken from balance sheet. So last adjustment number 8. Amount due to R. So amount due to R. Due to R is to be paid in cash. So whatever due from R, we will pay in cash. Second thing, which is brought in by P and Q. So P and Q same amount bringing in the business. So same amount, whatever I want to pay to R, that same amount bring by P and Q in such a way as to make their capital in proportion to their new profit and loss sharing ratio. So they are maintaining their capital in new profit and loss sharing ratio. In that way, they are bringing cash to give R and maintaining their capital in new ratio. So two things are considered. Whatever given to R, that same is bringing by old partners, and total capital maintaining in their new ratio, that is 2 and 1. So this is the last one that we are doing at last only. Don't worry about it. So up to this it's clear. Now there is given prepare necessary accounts and new balance sheet. That's done. Now going ahead, balance sheet. What is remaining things in balance sheet? Now in balance sheet, most important thing is given, that is trademark. Now sir, what we are doing for trademark? That is the biggest question for all. What we are doing for trademark? Because trademark is not a real asset actually. But here we have to write it as it is, because no information is given about trademark. So trademark amount is given 5,400, write as it is. Next one given, land and building. Sir, that is already done. X limited share, done. Stock 3,000, write down as it is. Going ahead, debtors, sir, done. Cash balance, sir, Balabidi. For cash balance, here we are writing Balabidi. How many rupees cash is given? 1,500 rupees. P&L account given. Now this P&L account we are distributing among the partners. Asset side given, so distributed debit side of partners capital account, P&L account. Amount is given 3,000, equally distributed 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. My work is completed. Going ahead. Now liability side. Liability side, capital given PQR. So capital means Balabidi. Liability means credit side. Writing in credit side. 966. 9,000. 6,000. 6,000 is my capital. General reserve, sir. General reserve we are distributing among the partners. Now what is the amount of general reserve? 1,200 rupees is general reserve. Distributing among the three partners in equal proportion. 444. Going ahead. Investment fluctuation reserve, sir, that is already done. 360 rupees is investment fluctuation reserve, 300 rupees is utilized for investment, and 60 rupees is distributed. Creditors as it is 4,600 rupees. Creditors 4,600 rupees. That's it. Here my 100% sum is completed. But one thing is remaining, that is P to R, same amount bring by partners, and they are maintaining their capital in new ratio. These both things are there. So don't worry, doing a sum and carefully see to solve this adjustment. So first of all, I am closing revaluation account. Now in revaluation account 240 and 5,000, here 2,000 is given. So 5,240, 5,240, 2,000 minus, sir, we are getting 3,240 rupees only. Now this 3,240 distributed among the partners in the old ratio. So 1080, 1080, 1080. PQR's capital account. In that way you have to write cross entry here 1080, 1080, 1080. Revaluation account. Simple. Revaluation clear. We are not closing our cash and bank account because same amount bring by R, which is the entry that we don't know. So first of all we are closing our R's account. How many rupees we have to pay to R? Now closing our R's account, 6,420, 2,000, 20,000 rupees is the goodwill amount, and here 2,000 value is keys. So first of all we have to consider, okay, here 6,000 rupees is my goodwill amount. 10,000 total divide by 5, so 2,000 rupees. Average profit into 3, 6,000 rupees is goodwill. So here 2,000 rupees is my goodwill amount, and goodwill amount 2,000 means I have to write here 2,000. Here also 2,000. So that was done already. So 6,420, 2,000, 1080. Okay. Now make total of it. 9,500 rupees is the total. 9,500 rupees is the total. Here also we are writing 9,500. 1,000 rupees is deducted. So sir, 8,500. This amount we have to pay to R. So cash account. Because here clearly information given. Whatever given to R is paid to cash immediately, and same amount will bring by other partners. So 8,500 cash, cross entry cash account 8,500, writing name R's capital account because we have paid to R. Now same amount bring by P and Q, not both, but total of both is 8,500. So first thing, capital, cash capital bring by P and Q. This much amount they have to bring. So total is 9,500. Chalo. Next. So P and Q total capital they have to bring 8,500. Going ahead. Now closing our P and Q account because I need what? Closing balance of it. But that we are not maintaining. We are maintaining new capital. But for that, first of all, we are finding it. So here, we are finding but not writing. Try to understand. So 9,000, 1,000, 10,000, 10,500 rupees is the total. Here also total 10,500 because same amounts are there. Sorry, here amount is changed. 6,000, 7,000, 7,500. So P's capital total is 10,500. Q's capital 7,500. Here also we are writing 10,500, 7,500. From 10,500 we are deducting 2,000 and 1,000. Getting 2,000 2,000 and 1,000 deducting, then we are getting 8,500 rupees here. 7,500 rupees. 10 minus 3, 7,500. Same way 7,500 minus 1,000, we are getting 6,500. So this is the balance amount. But we are not writing this balance. Only considering this balance and writing here P and Q. P's capital is 7,500. Q's capital is 6,500. And making total of this all. Making total of this all. Because total capital we have to maintain in new ratio. So they have to bring 8,500. First capital 7,500. Second capital 6,500. Now, total capital of all. If we are making total 22,500. Now this 22,500 is my total capital. And this total capital I am distributing among the partners P and Q in the new ratio 2:1. So why in 2:1? Because they are maintaining this total capital in their new ratio, and that we have to write. So if we are distributing that in the 2:1 ratio, then we are getting 15,000 and 7,500. So this is the answer. P and Q 15,000 and 7,500. This is my Bala CD amount. 15,000, 7,000. We are not writing this balance. Not writing this balance. Now, sir, if we are not writing this balance, so this is also wrong. This is only for calculation, not for writing. So we have to deduct it. 10,500 was the answer. 7,500 was the answer. Now think, if we are making total of this side, 15,000, 16,000, 17, 18,000. So total is 18,000. Here total is 10,500. So from 18,000, 10,500 deducted. So 8,000, 7,500 is the answer. And we have to write 18,000 here. Same way, if we are making total of this 8,500, here answer is 7,500. So 8,500 is a big value. I have to write here 8,500. From it 7,500 is deducted, 1,000 is answer. Against this, I have to write cash account. Transfer it to cash account. 7,500, 1,000, total 8,500. Name is P and Q's capital. Now I know very well total amount should be 8,500 because whatever given to R, that should be bring by P and Q. In which ratio that we was not know. Now we know after closing our account. Now I can close this. Make total of this 10,000. Again 10,000 minus 8,500. 1,500. It's my Bala CD. Transfer debit, but debit here. So I have to write cash 1,500. This already cleared. Bala CD 15,000 and 7,500. P, Q, capital. So 15, 520, 22,500 is the answer. It should be matched with this total capital. Simple. 22,500 is the total capital. Now make total of both the sides. So 22, 2, 24, 24 and 4, 28, 28, 29, 100 is the total. Now we are checking first. 20,100 clear. Now asset side 15,000, okay. 1,200, okay. 3,000, okay. 5,400, okay. Again 3,000 and 1,500, okay. Now if making total, say 29. Both the sides are equal, no problem. We are right. Important one in this sum is what? Calculation of goodwill, in which fifth year profit was not given, that we have taken from asset side. Second thing, whatever cash given to R, same amount bring by P and Q. So P and Q bring this total amount, and they are maintaining capital in the new ratio, and that's why whatever balance was there, that I have written here. So total capital becomes 22,500. That total capital we are distributing in the new ratio, and that is my Balasri. Written here, transfer to this same. Then we are closing our account, getting here balance. That balance transfer to cash. Cash closed 1,500. 1,500 written here. Both sides are tally. My sum 100%. Again, in next lecture, again we are doing best sum, different adjustment will also. Bye bye.